Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Talk about cool sleeper cars. Like this car is I don't know. Let me get excited for a second, lose all my train of thought, have no idea what I'm saying, and then I'll get it together and throw it to you. But where I'm going with this is, like this car has two totally different looks. For instance, like we have it dressed up right now with a cool set of wheels and tires, okay? But keep in mind, it rolled off the showroom floor as an X11 coated car. So RSSS real car with the 12 bolt in it, beautifully restored and detailed. So you could put a set of the stock rally wheels on here, set of maybe BF Goodrich radial TAs, and have this stock kind of sleeper. And then when I pop the hood of this car, you'll go, oh, I get it now. So as we walk around the car, like let's look at a couple cool things, right? All right, I dig the wheels, big brakes inside here, okay? These are 16s, and you need them. And when I pop the hood, you'll know why you need them. So we keep walking around and looking, nicely done body. You know, all the stuff down here, new chrome, stainless. Let's check out the stripes on the car. I love this color stripe, the marina blue stripes. Okay, and what I love so much about the stripes is, I don't know if you can see the quality of the paint in here. Let me move it to a place where it's not a lump in the hood from the cowl, so you can see what all that looks like. But the nice thing too is, first off, the car's painted, wet sanded, then the blue is laid over top, wet sanded a little bit, then the car is clear coated, all right, so that you don't feel the stripes. They don't wear off as you're washing and waxing the car, because you know, if you own this car, you'll be doing a lot of that because you'll love this car. It's got the RS front end on it with the hideaway headlights. It's got the Enduro front bumper painted, which gives it that kind of whole different style look. Front spoiler, rear spoilers. It's got the gills on the side. It's got the cowl induction callouts. Now listen, they make a couple emblems to change this, and when we open the hood, okay, is when you can decide whether you want to leave this like this, okay, or maybe you want to add another emblem. When we open the hood, we'll discuss that too. All right, let's check this out. We've talked about it enough. Oh, would you look at that? How did that get in here? All right, so this car starts as a real Camaro RS, and took us a long time and a lot of modifications, adjusting motor mounts, air cleaners, had to buy different carburetors and do all this testing to get this blower to fit under the hood of a car. If you get online and you look at all the blogs that you see about how do I get my Camaro to get a blower on it and get it fit under the hood, none of them say how you can get it done, all right? It took us a really long time to do this, but we were able to get it done, and it came out awesome. Let me show you how we got it done here, all right? So we have these, what they're called fabricated valve covers. They look a little bit raw, even though they're finished, and I love the look of them, all right? Got the big aluminum radiator right here, and it's got the Griffin sticker still on it. It's got the system here, the vacuum system for the 69 headlights, so they work. It's got the horn set up here. It's got a very expensive Optima battery, some chrome dress up. This right here is billet, and it fits up inside here, which looks really, really nice. You got power disc brakes, you got power steering. This is the ultimate sleeper, man, because this thing rolls down the road. Supposedly the engine was built by a NASCAR guy, Petty's crew. That's the word I got from the previous owner. We got a lot of receipts and things like that. I'm not sure that it says that or not, but he was pretty adamant about having the car, and he had the car for on the way to 15 years, I think it was. So he had that engine built and just never really drove it. So he decided he was going to get something else that he and his wife could drive. This was a little fast for him. They didn't need all this power, so we're turning it over to you. Anyway, one of the things I wanted you to see was over here on this cowl tag, you can read the X11 codes are here, okay, showing you what you need to. And then a couple small things you can do. If you just want to maintain stock, you know, the MSD box can be hidden underneath the dash if you like. I think it looks great with the Optima battery in here. I mean, you really know that this car was meant to go down the road, but with a stock set of wheels and tires like rally wheels, it looks bone stock. So the other thing I was talking about was when we get under the hood, if you wanted to, you could change these cowl induction emblems to supercharged emblems if you wanted to. You can take them completely off and just leave it the way it is, and none is the wiser. All right? I wanted to open the trunk for you. The trunk is all detailed, but I left everything inside because I wanted you to see what you're getting with the car. It's kind of cool. Check this out. So you get two hoods with this car. You get the cowl induction hood that we put on, restripe the car and things like that to hide everything underneath. Then it also has a different hood with a bug catcher. And this bug catcher would get bolted on, okay, here. And this is the way we got it when it's sticking out of the hood. We can paint those red if you want it and put the old hood back on, or you can take both the hoods with you. Got gauges in the back, all right. And then the one thing I wanted to show you was, and I left it all in here, is it was an original air conditioning car. Still has the things on the dash. Here are all the air conditioning parts, should be mostly everything in here, to convert this car back over to air conditioning if you wanted to. And then it's amazing, because the truth of the matter is, like, this car has a lot of options on it. It's actually the most optioned out Camaro I've seen, with power windows, tilt wheel, the air conditioning that's back here, power disc brakes, power steering, with some of that stuff was super sport stuff, but you know what I mean. So it has a lot of great options on it too, as well as a nicely detailed, painted, clear-coated trunk, okay? All new chrome and stainless. It's got the RS backup lights. Check out the details in here, okay? Everything is painted and detailed underneath. You can see all the fresh bolts and all the things that make this car handle and drive really, really nice. It's a big set of wheels and tires stuffed up in there, and they fit just perfect, okay? All right, let's check out the inside. Hey, one other thing too that I like to show people is, you know, when you're talking about a restored car, there's a lot of little things that cost a lot of money that are always, a lot of times, not really worth to get done. For instance, like the tag light. Like, the tag light works on this car. And that gives you an indication sometimes of the restoration of a car, that they went as far as to go ahead and finish all of those things up. And those can take hours and hours to rewire, or find the crimp or the broken wire or whatever 30 and 40 years later, that a lot of people won't spend the time to do. Clearly this car here, with you know, all the things working on it the way it does, looks really, really nice. Okay, let's check out the interior of this car. It's kind of nice. All right, it has all new carpets and stuff like that, so they put clear mats over top there to make everything stay nice and clean. All right, so if it was me, it has an upgraded sound system here with nice speakers and what have you. If it was me, I would say, hey, Flemings, can you put a stock radio back in here and take that stereo and hide it in the glove box? That way the car looks bone stock inside and almost outside, and you can even upgrade the radio if you wanted. It'd be super easy just to put in like an AM, FM, iPod sound system. We do that for people all the time. We talked about the tilt wheel outside. It's got the 120 mile speedometer. It also has a factory tach. Has a console with the console gauges. And everything in here looks great, all nice and new. And the one thing also we talked about outside was, let me get the key in here right, was the fact that it has power windows, which is really a nice feature. And you can see that this was an AC car, because it has the AC vents here also. And it has the AC controller here. So if you decide you want to do that, you can do that too. All right, enough of my rambling. How about if I start it for you so you can hear it? It's got a nice little lumpy idle, very slight blower whine, very minor until you get on the gas, which is kind of nice, because then nobody knows what's undergoing. This is the way I would like to own a car. The truth of the matter is, if you're asking, maybe you're not asking, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So like, this car rolls off the showroom floor as a Dover white car, blue stripes, right? Correct the custom, which we call the deluxe blue interior, so you get the upgraded door panels, the real nice seats, has the console and gauges, tilt wheel, tach, renewal AC car if I want to convert it back to AC, got the RS front end, hideaway headlights, right? But underneath the hood is lurking, you know, 3, 4, maybe 500 horsepower. We were quoted in between 400 and 500 horsepower. He kept saying 500. I like to tell you it has 100 horsepower, so if it has 400 extra horsepower, you're pleasantly surprised. But I gotta tell you what, it's closer to the upper numbers than it is the lower, because this thing rolls down the road. So make sure you're pointed straight if you decide to buy this car, because it's an awesome piece. And like I said too, you can throw on a set of rally wheels like we have on some of the cars that are around here, and you have a bone stock looking car, and none is the wiser. All right, anyway, call us 301-816-1000 if we can get this Pro Touring Camaro Super Sport Rally Sport car into your life.